off on what I call the first layer. I concern myself with just the tempo and the basic geometry. So here you'll see at A, I go on to 20-meter bend. That means I do not ride into the perimeter corners. Outside foot passes through 8. I'm at my free jog. This allows her to start loosening up and stretching. I continue on 20-meter geometry, so I've done a full circle plus, and then I ride down the perimeter, and at E, I'm on my second ring of the circle. This one's really easy to find on the challenge court because your inside foot will stay to the outside of the floating poles. I'll complete my second 20-meter circle here at E, and straight down the perimeter to S. 20-meter geometry. You notice that you're to the inside of those orange challenge cones. Your outside foot passes over the touch point C and then the touch point R. Line your foot up with E and it'll pass through 8. And I've completed that circle. Now here you'll see I'll stay on the 20-meter geometry till C, and I come back to a working jog at Y through the corner, and I'm going to transfer across the diagonal through the box at a working jog. And you can kind of mix up the way you do this. So I rode through the perimeter at a working jog, began my free jog circles left at A, touch point. If I line my outside foot up with E, that'll get me through the box on correct geometry, and that'll help you too if you ride this exercise on the open flat court without the obstacles. That'll help you to find correct geometry. Completed my 20-meter circle. I'm going to float down the perimeter to B, my second circle. So I want the same tempo at my free jog. I want to add reach over the top line, drive from behind, float down the 20-meter circle to the final circle. So you see, this is how I connect the rings. I call it the Olympic rings. This is my final 20-meter circle. The geometry, if I line my outside foot up with B, I'll pass through 8 and I'll find the correct geometry through the box. I'll close my circle off at C, through the corner. You see I went back to working jog. Horse is starting to be warmed up nicely. I can start asking for more layers of my training. I can start asking for more elevation and lift and frame through my working jog at this point, because my horse is loosened up. And in this particular warm-up ride, I decided to then come down the center line at a working jog. You could ride it completely at a working jog if your horse is, if you're struggling with that, or if your horse isn't. I think if you're newer to the challenge court, the working jog is going to be easier for you and your horse to ride through the box. There's a little learning curve to riding the free jog, especially if you prefer to post at the free jog through the box. There's a lot of balance that goes on there. You start loping your horse on the 20-meter circles. I like to work with transitions where maybe I'll lope half a 20-meter circle, drop to trot through the box, then I'll pick up the lope again and try to lope through the box. Get a really fit horse, you could lope the entire exercise. You also could work on relaxation through transitions, having your horse link maybe a loping circle to a transition, working jog down the perimeter, maybe a little bit of shoulder four for 5 meters.